Linux Mint 23 just changed everything. And if you've been ignoring Mint, thinking it's just another beginner-friendly distro stuck in the past, you might want to rethink that, because what's happening right now is a shift that could quietly redefine the Linux desktop experience. For years, Linux Mint built its reputation on stability, simplicity, and familiarity. It wasn't the flashy innovator. It wasn't chasing bleeding-edge tech. It was the safe choice, the one you installed when you just wanted your system to work. But with Linux Mint 23 stepping into the Wayland era, that identity is evolving, and it's happening faster than many people expected. Let's start with the big one, Wayland. If you've been around Linux for a while, you've heard this name over and over again. Wayland isn't new, but its adoption has been slow, messy, and at times controversial. For years, the traditional display server X11 dominated the Linux desktop, and while it was incredibly flexible, it also came with decades of baggage security issues, performance limitations, and a design that wasn't built for modern graphical demands. Wayland promised to fix all of that, but the transition hasn't been smooth. Many distros jumped early, some stumbled, others delayed, and Linux Mint, it stayed back until now. What Mint 23 is doing isn't just adding Wayland support. It's approaching Wayland in a very Mint-like way, carefully, deliberately, and with a strong focus on user experience. Instead of rushing out a half-baked implementation, Mint is integrating Wayland in a way that feels stable and usable from day one. And that matters because for a lot of users, this will be their first real exposure to Wayland done right. Now here's where things get interesting: performance. One of the biggest promises of Wayland has always been smoother rendering, lower latency, and better overall efficiency. With Mint 23, you can actually start to feel that difference. Window animations feel tighter. Screen tearing is practically gone without needing hacks or compositing tricks. Input latency, especially with modern hardware, is noticeably improved. It's not just numbers on a benchmark, it's something you feel the moment you start moving windows around or scrolling through content. And then there's gaming. This is where a lot of people have been skeptical. Linux gaming has come a long way, especially with Proton and the rise of Steam Deck, but display server compatibility has always been a concern. Wayland initially had issues with gaming performance, screen capture, overlays, and compatibility with certain APIs. But things have matured, and Mint 23 is stepping in at a time when Wayland gaming is finally becoming viable for everyday users. With modern GPUs and updated drivers, games running through Proton on Wayland can now match or, in some cases, even outperform their X11 counterparts. Frame pacing feels smoother. VSync behavior is more consistent. And thanks to better handling of multi-monitor setups and high refresh rate displays, the experience is far more predictable. It's not perfect yet, some edge cases still exist, but for most users, the difference is no longer a deal-breaker. It's a step forward. Another major shift comes from how Wayland handles security. Under X11, any application could theoretically snoop on your input or capture your screen without much restriction. That's just how the system was designed. Wayland changes that completely. Applications are isolated by default. Screen recording, input capture, and overlays all require explicit permission or specific protocols. For everyday users, this means a safer desktop without needing to think about it. For developers, it means rethinking how apps interact with the system. Of course, this transition isn't without challenges. Some older applications that rely heavily on X11 behavior don't work perfectly under Wayland yet. Tools like global hotkey managers, certain screen recorders, and niche utilities may behave differently or require workarounds. That's why Mint 23 doesn't just flip a switch and abandon X11 entirely. Instead, it gives users the choice. You can still use X11 if you need it. But Wayland is there, ready and increasingly becoming the default path forward. What makes Mint's approach different is how invisible this complexity feels to the user. You're not expected to understand display protocols or debug session issues. You log in, you use your system, and it works. That's always been Mint's strength, and it continues here. The transition to Wayland isn't being treated as a technical experiment, it's being treated as a user experience upgrade. Now let's talk about the desktop itself, because this is where things get even more interesting. Mint's Cinnamon desktop has traditionally been tied closely to X11. It's one of the reasons Mint held off on Wayland for so long. Rewriting or adapting a desktop environment for Wayland isn't trivial. It requires deep changes in how rendering, input, and window management are handled. But with Mint 23, we're seeing the beginning of that transformation. Cinnamon under Wayland is not just a port, it's an evolution. The development team has been working on modernizing the codebase, improving responsiveness, and reducing overhead. And while it may not yet have every single feature parity with its X11 version, it's getting close. More importantly, it's setting the stage for future improvements that simply weren't possible before. For example, fractional scaling, a long-standing pain point in Linux, is significantly better under Wayland. If you're using a high DPI display, you'll notice sharper text, better scaling behavior, and fewer visual glitches. Multi-monitor setups, especially with mixed resolutions and refresh rates, are also handled more gracefully. These are the kinds of improvements that don't always show up in headlines, but they make a huge difference in daily use. Another area where Wayland shines is touch and gesture support. While Mint hasn't traditionally been focused on touch devices, the underlying improvements mean that laptops with touch screens or precision touchpads can benefit from smoother gestures and more natural interactions. It's a subtle shift, but it aligns Mint with the broader direction of modern computing. Now, looking ahead, this is where things really start to matter. Mint 23 isn't just about what's here today, it's about what becomes possible tomorrow. By embracing Wayland, Mint is opening the door to a whole new class of features and optimizations. Developers can build applications with more predictable behavior. Compositors can implement advanced effects without the overhead of legacy systems. And the entire ecosystem can move forward without being held back by decades-old design decisions. But let's be real for a moment. Does this mean Linux Mint suddenly becomes the best distro for everyone? Not necessarily. If you rely heavily on specific tools that aren't Wayland compatible yet, you might still prefer sticking with X11 for now. If you're using very niche hardware or workflows, you might run into edge cases. But for the vast majority of users, especially those coming from Windows or Mac OS, the experience is becoming more polished, more consistent, and more future-ready. And that's really the key takeaway here. Linux Mint 23 isn't trying to reinvent itself overnight. It's not chasing trends for the sake of headlines. It's making a strategic move at exactly the right time, when Wayland is mature enough to deliver real benefits without breaking the user experience. That balance is what sets Mint apart. There's also a broader impact to consider. When a distro like Mint, known for its conservative, stability-first approach, starts embracing Wayland, it sends a signal to the entire Linux ecosystem. It means the technology has reached a level of maturity that can no longer be ignored. It encouraged developers to prioritize Wayland support. It pushes hardware vendors to improve compatibility. And it accelerates the overall transition away from X11. For content creators, this shift is particularly important. Screen recording, streaming, and video production workflows have historically been tricky under Linux, especially with Wayland, but things are improving rapidly. New protocols, better tool support, and tighter integration are making it easier to capture and share content without jumping through hoops. Mint 23 positions itself right in the middle of that evolution. And then there's the user perception. For years, Linux has struggled with the idea that it's not ready for mainstream use, that it's fragmented, inconsistent, or too technical. Releases like Mint 23 challenge that narrative. They show that Linux can evolve without losing its core strengths, that it can adopt modern technologies while still being approachable, and that it can compete not just on ideology but on experience. So where does this leave us? Linux Mint 23 isn't just another incremental update, it's a turning point. It marks the moment where Mint steps confidently into the future of the Linux desktop. Wayland isn't an experiment anymore, it's the direction forward. And Mint is making sure that direction is accessible, stable, and genuinely useful. If you've been using Mint for years, this is one of the most important updates you'll experience. If you left Mint because it felt too slow to evolve, this might be the version that brings you back. And if you've never tried Mint before, there's never been a better time to see what it can do. Because this isn't just about a new display server. It's about a shift in philosophy. A recognition that stability and innovation don't have to be opposites. That you can move forward without breaking what already works. And that sometimes the biggest changes are the ones that happen quietly until suddenly everything feels different. Linux Mint 23 just changed everything. And the real story is only beginning.